Hello, and we're ready to begin. We've got a new room this time, so hopefully you can all see me a little bit better. And yeah, really excited about the jungle theme book today, and I wonder what all of you guys have been up to. I used to play the flute when I was a teenager, and I got that out, I dug it out from under the bed, dusted it off, and started playing it. So yeah, it's not going very well though. I'm really not very good at it. But maybe in a few more weeks, with us stuck inside our houses, who knows? I might be a professional soon. Let's see. Right, if I do get good, then maybe I'll play you some. So today on the Jungle Book theme, the first thing we're going to do is shoes and AFOs off. And I don't know if any of you have seen the Jungle Book recently, but Mowgli thinks he is a wolf, and he walks on his hands and his feet. So we are going to do some Mowgli walking. Now if you want a super challenge, you're going to walk on your feet and on your hands, okay? And if you just want a challenge, then we're going to walk on your knees. Okay, so we're going to be Mowgli, and we're going to be walking through the jungle on our hands and knees, or on our hands and feet. Okay, so all together on your knees and on your hands, and we are going to do some walking. So one hand and then the opposite knee. Okay, so we're going to see if we can do 10 all together, all around the jungle, and we're going to try and be really quiet because we're not sure what is in this jungle. There could be anything in this jungle. Okay, so we're going to do one knee and the opposite hand, and the other knee or foot and the opposite one. And remember, being really quiet. Try not to stamp those knees or stamp those feet. We don't know what's around us, and we're all good at crawling because we all think we are wolves. So one knee and one hand and the other knee and the other hand, and mum and dad can help you at your hips or your trunk if this one is a little bit tricky. And one hand and the other knee, and we're going to do 2 more. There we go, and last one. Well done everyone. Right, and we're going to come back from your knees and into a side sitting position. Okay, and we're going to stop in this part of the jungle and have a look what's around. Now mum and dad, you need to help your child support themselves from the hand on the side of their knees. Okay, so we're going to be leaning through this hand with your elbow nice and straight, and leaning through your wrist. Okay, and if you can hold it by yourself, that's amazing. Mum and dad, you might need to support at the hips or at the trunk. And with our other hand, we're going to bring it up, and we're going to do some looking all around the jungle. Okay, I'm just going to close our window. We've got some very noisy trains here. Okay, so in your side sitting position, we're leaning through the hand which your knees are facing towards, and you're going to bring up the other hand and have a look around. Okay, so try and move your trunk a little bit, looking all the way around. There we go, and leaning through the other hand. Make sure it's nice and straight. Well done. Hello Deagle, you're very welcome. And hello Ariella, hi, nice to see you again. Excellent, right. So now from your side sitting position, we're going to go and explore the rest of the jungle. So from side sitting, mum and dad, you can help if you need to at the hips. And we're going to go forwards into a crawling position, or for a super challenge, you're going to come up on your knees and do a bear walk on your hands and knees. Hello Olivia and Erin, hi! Okay, so we're going to do another 10 crawls all around the jungle and see what we can see. So we're going to go one knee and the opposite hand, and the other knee And the other hand. Well done everyone, really, really good job. And remember, we've got to be quiet because we don't know what is in this jungle. So try not to stamp your knees down. Try and do them slowly and quietly. Okay, so all together we're going to see if we can do 10 more bear crawls around this jungle and see what we can see. There we go. Good work everyone, keep going. Wow, I hope there's no snakes in this jungle. Very good, really good job. This is hard work for our core and our legs and our arms and full body workout. We're going to do 5 more. Good job everyone, well done. 3. And the other arm and the other leg, try and squeeze that tummy in if you can. Other arm, other leg. And when we are done, we're going to come back into side sitting, but this time on the opposite side, okay? So if your knees were pointing to the right last time, you're going to come back so your knees are pointing to the left. And we're going to come into a side sitting position again, and you're going to lean through the arm, the side that your knees are facing, and then we're going to do looking around with the other hand again, okay? Hello Poppy, nice to see you, and hello Elliot. Hi Elliot. Okay, so now we're going to be leaning again through the arm where your knees are facing, nice straight elbow, and with the other one we're going to have a look through the jungle and see what's here. And for a super challenge, try and lift both hands up, okay? So one hand on your lap, one hand looking, and then you can swap if you want a super challenge, or otherwise lean through your extended wrist and your extended elbow. And this is going to strengthen this side of our trunk muscles. So we're going to have a look around. I hope there's nothing scary because I'm a bit of a wimp. Very good. Right, what can we all see? Good work everyone. Okay, now we are going to be joined by Baloo the bear. And Baloo is Mowgli's friend, and he's a big, big bear. And we are going to do some lying down on our back and bring our legs up like bears. So from a side sitting position, you're going to go into lying. Children, have a little rest while I show Mum and Dad what we're going to do next. I'm going to bring you back a bit. There we go. Okay, so this one, in fact, I think I need to work on my strength, so I'm going to join in this one with you. We are going to get into a lying position and we're going to squeeze our tummy in and our back towards the floor, okay? So we're not going to have an arch back. You should not be able to get your hand under here. We're going to squeeze that back in towards the floor and squeeze your tummy in. And while it's like this, we're going to bring our legs up. So we're going to have one leg and parallel to the ceiling and 2 legs. And then we're going to bring them down again, okay? And make sure you squeeze that tummy together all the time, okay? And for some children, you might want to do one leg and down again, and the other leg and down again, okay? And this is, Mowgli is tickling Baloo the bear, and he's moving his legs because he's ticklish, because bears like being tickled on their stomach. Okay, so we're all going to lie down and do this one together. So squeeze those tummy muscles in for a super challenge, 2 legs at the same time. And for everyone else, we're going to be doing one leg together. So squeeze tummy in, make sure there's no gap here, Mum and Dad. Should be squeezed towards the carpet. And all together, we're going to lift up one leg and we're going to hold it for 3, 2, 1 and down again. And lift up the other leg and hold it for 3, 2, 1 and down again. And just make sure that you're squeezing your tummy in. Don't forget, keep squeezing it in. And when we're ready, again, we're still being tickled. We're going to lift up the other leg and hold it. 1, 2, 3 and down again. And lift up the other leg. Squeeze, 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 keep squeezing that tummy in and hold it. 1, 2, 3, and down again. Good work, everyone. Who's got tired tummy muscles? Oh, I don't know if I can do them anymore. Right, and we're going to do it again. We're still being tickled. Squeeze that tummy in towards the carpet. Make sure there's no gap there, Mum and Dad. And bring that leg up and hold it. 1, 2, 3, and down again. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And the other one. 1, 2, 3, and down. And the last one. And this time we're going to see if we can hold it for 5 seconds each side. And for a super challenge, if you're lifting both legs up, see if you can hold them up for 10 seconds, okay? Are we ready? Squeeze that tummy in, make sure there's no gap here. One leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. And the other leg up, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Wow, that's hard work. Good job, everyone. Right, the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to give you some time to do this. We want your shoes on and your AFOs on, and you want to be sitting on your wobbly chair. So there might be a gym ball, a peanut ball. If you've got a therapy roll, you can sit on this with your legs coming down, so not straddle sitting, or on a chair with a wobble cushion, or if you don't have any of those, then on a chair with a cushion from the sofa is absolutely fine. Okay? So shoes and AFOs on and sitting on your wobbly surface. Well done, everyone. I hope you're not tired just yet. I think I'm getting tired from just one exercise. But we've got lots more fun to do in this jungle. So keep up all the hard work. You're doing an amazing job. And we've got our wobbly gym ball to sit on. Now, while you are all still getting ready, the next thing we're going to do, you don't need to do it yet, I'm just talking to you. So on our jungle trip, we've come across the tiger, called Shere Khan, who is really, really scary and is threatening Mowgli. So we're all going to have to fight him away. Okay, are we ready? I hope you're all feeling really, really strong. Are we all ready to fight away Shere Khan? I don't know, I'm a bit scared. But because I've got so many other of you children with me, I think I'm going to be okay. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I'm going to give you all some more time. Take your time, don't worry. We are just psyching ourselves up because we're a little bit scared. No, it's okay. Alright, good work. I wonder where you all are today. It's so hot and sunny here in London. Absolutely boiling. Right, okay, so when we have all got our shoes and our AFOs on, then you need to be sitting on your wobbly surface. And again, you've still got time. I'm just talking to you. So we're going to have your feet need to be flat on the floor. If you are on something a little bit higher, then maybe you could get your step stool or your stack of books and put them underneath your feet so that your feet are nice and stable. And if you don't have any of that at all, then don't worry about it. It'll be fine. We can have your feet dangling as well. There's no problem with that. You might need a little bit more help from Mum and Dad if your feet are dangling, because that will be a super challenge for your core. Okay, and if you are on a gym ball or a dining chair or a wobble cushion, then you want to make sure that your thighs are pointing slightly downwards, okay? So it's not a 90-degree angle here, your thighs are pointing downwards, and this is going to tip our pelvis forwards and engage our core and get us sitting up nice and straight. So if you're on a chair with a cushion, then you can adjust this by pulling the cushion a little bit further behind your child's bottom. So we're not sitting on it like this. This might tip us back into a slouching position. We're going to be sitting up tall with the cushion behind and tipping those hips forwards and engaging our core and getting us to sit up nice and straight. So you can do this on your dining chair, you can do it with your wobble cushion, or if you've got a wedge, you don't need to worry because that will do the job for you. And if you've got a gym ball, then you can roll forwards on it a little bit if you need to, but just make sure those feet are nice and stable on the floor with your heels down. Again, don't worry too much if you've got no surface and your feet are dangling. You might just have to support your child a little bit more. So in this position, the first thing we're going to do, if you can sit on your own, then mum and dad can help you do this now, okay? And otherwise, mum and dad can help support at your hips. And we have discovered Shere Khan the tiger, and we are going to do some punching him away with our trunk and our abs. So we're going to squeeze our abs together and punch across our body, okay? And make sure you keep those hips nice and still. We're not turning our whole body and our hips and our legs. We are only coming from our trunk, okay? So all together we're going to see if we can defeat Shere Khan, okay? So we're going to bring one hand up and we're going to punch the air through the opposite side, keeping those hips nice and still and those feet on the floor or on the boxes. And the other side, that's it, really good, as far as you can, punch the air. And the other side, wow, well done, really, really good job. And squeeze that tummy in. And go to the other side. Now this is super, super tricky because you're on something wobbly and we're moving at the same time. So if you need support for this one, that's absolutely fine. This is a super, super challenge. And your other hand, and bring it across and punch the air. And all together, we're going to do 4 more, 2 more on each side. Remember, keep those hips nice and still. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Well done, really good job. Wow, that's hard work. Right, if you want to come back and have a rest on mum and dad for a minute, because that's really, really hard work. And in a minute we're going to do the same again because Shere Khan is still here. Okay, so we're going to do some more punching. Now this time I want you to try and get a little bit lower to the ground. Okay, so on the other side of your knee we're going to be punching like this, okay? So have a little rest while I show you what we're doing. So again, mum and dad, you just need to make sure that your child stays still at their hips. And we're going to be bringing one hand and we're going to be bending and twisting your spine at the same time. And if this is a little bit challenging, then you can stay up and we're going to keep punching the air either side, okay? So when we're all ready, come back into sitting up nice and tall. Mum and dad helping at the hips. Okay, and all together we're going to bring one hand up and punch the air to the opposite side and back again. And punching the air to the opposite side and back. Well done, really, really good job. Very good, keeping those knees and those hips nice and stable. Good work, everyone. Excellent work. And we're going to do 6 more all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 more, twisting that trunk. 5 and 6. Wow, excellent work. And come back onto mum and dad or the wall or the sofa just to lean back and have a rest. Wow, that was excellent. Very good. Right, so we managed to defeat Shere Khan. Well done. Excellent work. And now the next thing we're going to do is we've got some snakes at our feet. So we need to make sure that we can kick these away from us to stay safe. Okay, so you just watching me for now. I'm just going to explain. So carry on having a rest. And mum and dad, you might need to help support a little bit higher up this time, maybe around the trunk. This one's a bit challenging. And when we're ready, so not yet, I'm just explaining, we're going to bring that leg up and kick with our knee, okay? So we're not going to be lifting the hip or the bottom. We're just going to be bringing our foot forward and stay standing up nice and straight. And you really, really need to squeeze those tummy muscles in and engage that core for this one. And then we're going to swap legs, okay? Now, if your child finds this a little bit tricky, you might want to just hold the top of the leg down so that they bring their foot forward from their calf to stop this movement. And it might take a few repetitions to get this movement, okay? So if that's the case, you can stay with one leg for the first half and we'll have a rest and then move on to the other leg. Okay, now for a super challenge, we're going to do one leg and then the other leg. Okay, so everyone is different and you just need to make sure that you do what is right for you, but however you do it, you're doing a really good job. Right, have we all had a good enough rest? Are we all feeling like we have enough energy to kick these snakes away? So sitting up all together, mum and dad helping at the hips or at the trunk, and your child can lean a bit on you if you need to help your child at their legs. Okay, and all together with our right leg, keeping that thigh nice and still. We're going to do a big kick forwards and relax. Well done. And we're going to swap to the other leg and we're going to kick forwards and relax. Very good, well done. And we're going to kick the air with your other leg and relax. Very good. Remember keeping those hips and those thighs nice and still. Sitting up as straight as you can. Squeeze those tummy muscles in and bring the other leg forward and rest. And the other leg. That's it. See how high you can get your foot up. And the other leg. Excellent work, everyone. Fantastic. And the other one. Good work. Well done. And we're going to do two more. Bring that leg forwards. And last one. Well done. And relax and come back and lean on mum and dad for a rest. That's really hard for your trunk muscles. Good work. And then I think we need to do one more just to make sure there's no snakes that are going to get us. Well done. Okay, so we're going to do one more. So we're going to do 10 last ones all together. So when you're ready, we're going to sit up nice and tall and squeeze those tummy muscles in. Okay, and help your child keep their thighs still if you need to. And we're going to do 10 more all together. 1, 2, well done, good work. 3, 4, nearly there. 5, keep going. Squeeze those thighs in. 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Wow, excellent work, really good. Okay, so what we're going to do next, have a little rest first, is we're going to be standing up, okay? So do this together in a minute. You can use your tripod sticks either side, you can have dining chairs to hold on to, or you can have mum and dad helping you from behind, and you want to have your box or your stack of books or your stool in front of you, okay? So we are going to use a box. So you're going to be standing like this with our box in front of us and with dining chairs or tripod sticks on either side, or mum and dad helping at your hips. So I'll give you a bit of time to do that. Well done everyone, I hope you're not too tired yet. We've got a few more bits to do. And the next thing we are going to be is monkeys climbing the tree. So while you're all getting ready, I'm just going to explain this next one. So mum and dad, you might need to come up into high kneeling if you're helping your child, and we are going to climb all the way to the top of this tree to be with our monkey friends. Okay, so mum and dad, you need to help at hips or a bit higher at the trunk if your child needs to, and your child can lean back on you if you need another hand to help with your foot. And we're going to put one foot up and then down and then the other one up and down. Okay, so I'll give you a bit more time to get into the position. We're going to climb super high to be with all these monkeys. Okay, so well done. So if you're using a stack of books, you probably want about 2 or 3 thick books. Just make sure it comes in between your child's heel and their knee, or roughly about there. If it's higher, then that's going to be a super challenge, but that's okay for some people who enjoy that. And we're going to support at your hips, and all together we're going to bring one leg up and try and do it nice and slowly, and then we're going to slowly bring your leg down again. Okay, and the other leg, we're going to slowly bring it up and then slowly bring it down again. Well done, good work. And then slowly up. And when you're doing this, make sure you squeeze your bottom in and stand up nice and tall. So we're not going to be doing this. We're going to be squeezing that bottom in, and bring your leg down again. And the other leg up. And bring that leg down again. Very good. We're going to do 4 more, 2 more on each side. Going to step up and down again. Excellent work, really good. And this one up. Make sure you squeeze that bottom in, stay up really, really tall. And I think we're nearly at the top of this tree. 1 more on each side. Up and down again. And last one. Up and down again. Well done. And sit down and have a rest. Wow, well done, really good. We all got to the top of the tree. Wow, amazing work. Right, so all of you have a rest while I explain the next thing that we're going to do. Okay, so now we can get rid of the step. No need for the step anymore. Right, so the next thing we're going to do, if you use ankle weights normally, then you need the ankle weights on. So you all have a rest, and I'm just telling you, I'm just explaining what to do. So Mowgli has now realised that he is a boy, he's not a wolf. He's a boy and he's a human, and he walks on 2 feet and not 4 feet like we were doing at the beginning. So Mowgli is learning how to walk, and he doesn't quite know how to do 1 foot in front of the other yet. He has no idea what these legs are for. So Mowgli is doing some side stepping because he thinks this is how we walk, okay? So you're going to have your ankle weights on if you use these, or if not, you might want to use your tripod sticks if you normally use these in your physio sessions, or otherwise mum and dad can help you. Or you can also do it at a surface, so you can hold on with 2 hands at your desk or at your sofa and do some side stepping along and holding on. Okay, so whatever works best for you is absolutely great. So when we're all ready, when you've recovered and you're all rested, we're going to stand up all together and we're going to do 10 side steps to our left. Okay? So from your parent's lap or from your chair or your stool, make sure your feet are nice and supported and stable on the floor. Mum and Dad, you're going to help by doing nose over toes and going forwards and up into standing. And we're going to be Mowgli doing some wobbly side steps because he doesn't know how to walk. So Mum and Dad, you can help shift weight to the opposite side so your child can then lift up their foot and step. And we're going to shift weight to the other side and bring it back again. Well done. So we've got 9 more. Keep going. We're going to do 10 all together. 2. Well done. 3. Very good. 4. So Mum and Dad shift weight to the opposite side. You don't need to bend as much as I'm doing here. A little bit different for me. And 6. Well done everyone, good job. 7, squeeze that bottom in, make sure you stand up really nice and tall. 8, very good. 9 and 10. Well done, good job. Right, so Mowgli, you can have a sit down and a rest, and he is wondering, he's thinking, this isn't really how I walk, is it? Maybe he's going to try it with the other leg and going the opposite way and seeing if this is any better. So all together, we're going to have our feet, nice wide base of support, make sure they're down on the floor and stable, and we're going to stand up by bringing our hips forwards and up and squeeze that bottom in. And now we're going to try and go to the other side and see if we look more like a boy who is walking and not a wolf. So mum and dad, shift weight to the opposite side. We're going to do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, well done, good work. 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and we've hit a wall. 10, well done, good work. And now have a sit down on mum and dad or on your stool. Well done everyone, excellent work. Okay, so while you're resting, Mowgli has met all of his friends and all of the villagers, and now he can see real people and what they walk like, and he's realised that we don't do sidestepping, we do forward stepping. So he can see the village from the jungle, and he's a little bit scared because he's never seen people before. So we're going to do some really slow walking with our heel, toe, and we want to do it really slowly because we're showing Mowgli how to walk. Okay, so you ought to have your tripod sticks or mum and dad helping. Mum and dad holding your hands if you need to. Hold hands at waist height so your child can lean down through your hands. Or if you've got parallel bars or anything like that, that is great as well. So we are going to walk all the way up to these villagers and have a look and see how they are walking. Okay? So we're going to do 10 steps all together. So make sure your feet are planted nice and stable on the floor, and with our hips, mum and dad supporting our hips, we're going to come forwards and up, squeeze your bottom in and lean through your tripod sticks or mum and dad helping, whichever one is fine, and all together we're going to do some stepping with heel, toe. And remember, you want to be really quiet because we've never seen these humans before and we have no idea what they're like. Heel, toe, and heel, toe. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done everyone. Good work, good work. Excellent. Okay, we made it to the villagers. So have a rest. And I'm going to show you what to do next. So well done. We are nearly finished with our standing. This is really hard work and you're all doing fantastic. So now we've got to the villagers and we can see these people, and not only are they walking, they're standing as well. So we want to stand, see if we can stand up nice and tall and have a look at these people. Now, if you are level 1 or 2, then you might want to use a wobble cushion for this one, or a cushion from your sofa, or if you're levels 3, 4, then we are going to do it with no cushion. So you're going to have your tripod sticks either side or one dining chair. See if you can hold on to one for a super challenge, and we're going to stand up, squeezing our bottom in, standing up really, really tall with our trunk in the middle, so we're not doing any leaning, and we're going to see if we can hold this, do as much as you can independently. Okay, so mum and dad just watching for now and not joining in. Just keep resting. So you're going to help your child, and if one knee or two knees are going in like this, make sure feet are toes pointing apart and wide, and you might want to help your child by bringing their knees out to the side like this. You can use a cushion in between if your child needs more support up here, but make sure these feet are wide apart. Make sure the knees are not turning in. So use your hands and get your child leaning against you if you need to, okay? And we want a nice wide base of support, knees wide apart and hips in the middle. So if your child leans to one side, you can bring their hips into the middle, and and then see if your child can stand up using this part in the middle and not leaning to either side, okay? So, and remember, you can hold on to something and make sure you're leaning through it and not holding up here and not holding hands up here. If you're holding a hand, lean through the hand down here at your waist height. Okay, so last bit of standing, we're all going to see if we can stand up for 20 seconds. Now if you can't do all of that, that's absolutely fine. This just gives people enough time to change their position and get into a better standing position, okay? So all together, we're going to bend forward from our hips and squeeze that bottom in, and coming up nice and tall, those feet wide apart, and squeezing your bottom in. Try and stand up tall so we're not standing like this. Squeeze that bottom in and come up. Very, very good. And help your child with their knees if you need to. Bring those knees apart a little bit. Keep standing there. Very good. Excellent work. And leaning on something if you need to. And we're going to hold it, keep holding it, squeeze those legs in and squeeze that bottom in. Remember, no leaning, try and stay up tall. We're having a look at all of those villagers, and Mowgli says, wow, they look just like me. They look much more like me than those wolves. Mowgli doesn't have fur all over his body. That's it, so mum and dad, try and let go as much as you can. Excellent work, really good job. We're going to hold it for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, well done. Excellent work. Fantastic. Wow, I bet your legs are really tired after that. Right, we are going to do one last stretch now, just to cool down and relax after all that hard work. We're going on a little bit late, so if your child's too tired, that's absolutely fine. But if you have gaiters and if you want to join in, we're going to take off shoes and AFOs, and we're going to put gaiters on. And if you don't have gaiters, you can still join in. Okay. And when you've got your gaiters on, you're going to be sitting up against the sofa or against the wall, or if you have a wedge, then you might want to sit on this with your legs out in front of you. Wow, really, really good job, everyone. That was a hard session today. So much standing. We did standing and walking and sidestepping and climbing. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're really tired. And that is okay. Good work. Okay, so again, I'm just going to explain what we're doing. Don't worry about joining in yet. You've still got time to put your gaiters on, take shoes off. So we are going to be sitting up against the sofa or a wall or whatever is in your room and comfortable. Okay, so we're going to have gaiters on, and mum and dad, you just need to make sure that your child's bottom is right the way back against the wall, and you should feel a hamstring stretch just under your knees, okay? So you're going to get your child into this position first, and then I'm just explaining what to do. We're not going to do it yet. And then when this is comfortable, we're then going to just bring those legs out a little bit, okay? And you want to make sure that feet are pointing up towards the ceiling and not out like this, and not in either, okay? So I'm just going to give you all some time. This is the last stretch. You're all doing a really, really good job. Such hard work. Okay, so make sure you're all sitting against your sofa or against your wall, and make sure your bottom is right the way back and your toes are pointing upwards towards the ceiling and not out to the sides, okay? And when we're in that position, we're just going to bring your legs apart a little bit, and this is going to stretch these inside muscles here. And these are very sensitive muscles, so just make sure you go really, really slowly. Okay, so when you're ready, legs out straight with a gap in between them, and we are going to do some waving to these villagers. So we're going to bring our arms up, and we're going to bend our hips forward and come forward and wave our hands and come back again. Okay, so we're going to bend from the hips. Make sure you don't slouch. We're not doing that. We're keeping it back straight and bending forwards from our hips. Okay, so all together we're going to bend forwards from our hips, and we're going to go hello and waving and back again. Well done, good job. Okay, and this time we've got someone on our left side who wants a high five. So we're going to bend forward from our hips, and we're going to bring both of our hands to the side and touch the floor and back up again. Okay, so all together we're going to bend forwards from our hips and touch the side and back up again. And now we've got someone on our other side who wants a high five. So we're going to bring our hands, bend forwards from our hips and touch the floor and back up again. Well done. Now, mum and dad, just make sure your child's bottom is still all the way back against the sofa, and you might want to just bring their legs a little bit further apart now that they're nice and warm and stretched. And this time we're all going to bend forwards again in the middle, and we're going to do climbing like we did up the tree with our hands. We're going to do 4 steps forwards and see how close you can get to your feet. So bending at our hips, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and back up again. Well done. Really, really good stretching. And this time we're going to do 4 steps forward to our left side. So if you can bring your hands to the floor and do it that way, that's great. Otherwise, you can bring your hands to your knee, or if that's too hard, you can do it just with your one hand on your left side. So all together, we're going to bend forward from your hips, and we're going to bring our hands and step forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up, and in the middle. And now all together we're going to go to the other side. So again, either both hands to the floor if you can reach that far, otherwise you can step forward on your knee with your hands, or otherwise you can just do it with one hand. Okay, so we're going to bend at our hips all together. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. Well done, excellent job. And we're going to do one more, and this time we're going to do a big thumbs up and a well done to everyone, and we're going to hold it for 10 seconds. So we're going to come forwards in the middle, and we're going to do 4 steps again with our hands. See how close you can get to your feet. Mum and Dad, you might be able to get a little bit more of a stretch by bringing those legs apart a tiny bit more. And last one, well done everyone, bending from your hips and stepping forwards with your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a big thumbs up, and hold it there and hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. And well done everyone. Such a good job. You have all done so well. Really big well done, and I hope you can go and have a little bit of a rest now. And we've got someone who wants to say well done. I'm going to go and get him. Oh, and this is little Obi. He says, well done everyone. He says, well done, I saw you working hard. Okay, so hopefully I'll see you again soon. Well done, good job, and we'll join you again next week. Bye.